You ever find yourself scrolling through social media and then you think, oh, I should be doing something more productive with my time? Or maybe you're working on a project, but you feel like you're wasting time because it is not going as fast as you want. Wasting time is a common problem that we all face from time to time. In fact, if you're anything like me, you probably spend a lot of time wishing you could go back and do things over again or wondering where did all the time go. If you struggle with this too, you're not alone. So many people wish they could use their time more effectively, but they just don't know where to start. That's why in this video I'll be sharing 6 ways you can stop wasting your time. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have some new ideas on how you can better manage your time so you can achieve your goals and live the life you want. The first way to stop wasting your time is to understand that time is limited. We only have so much of it, and once it's gone forever. This means that we need to be mindful of how we spend our time and make sure we're using it wisely. We can't afford to waste time on things that don't matter or that don't align with our goals. This means being aware of how we're spending our time and making conscious decisions about how to use it. It also means setting boundaries and saying no to things that don't align with our priorities. Time is precious and we need to treat it that way. By understanding that time is limited, we can start to make the most of every second. The second way to stop wasting your time is to focus on what's important. When we have a lot of things to do, it can be easy to get sidetracked and focus on the small things. However, if we want to make the most of our time, we need to focus on what's important. This means identifying our priorities and focusing our energy on those things. We can use tools such as to-do lists or calendars to help us stay focused and on track. It is also important to remember to take breaks and recharge so that we can come back to our work refreshed and ready to focus. Focusing on what's important is key to making the most of our time. By setting priorities and staying focused, we can ensure that we're using our time wisely and achieving our goals. The third way to stop wasting your time is to learn to say no. Saying no is one of the most effective ways to stop wasting time because it allows us to focus on what is important and avoid getting sidetracked by other commitments. It can be difficult to say no, especially when we feel pressured to agree to everything. But it is important to remember that we don't need to justify our decision to anyone other than ourselves. When we say yes to something that we don't really want to do, we're essentially wasting our time and energy on something that doesn't really matter to us. By learning to say no, we free up our time and energy to focus on the things that are important to us. Of course, it's important to be considerate of other people's feelings when saying no. There are polite ways to decline requests without hurting someone's feelings. Ultimately, it is up to us to decide how we spend our time and energy, and saying no is an important part of that process. The fourth way to stop wasting your time is to avoid multitasking. Multitasking may seem like a good way to get more done in less time, but studies have shown that it actually reduces productivity and increases the likelihood of making mistakes. When we multitask, we're essentially trying to do 2 or more things at once. This can cause our brains to become overloaded and can lead to decreased focus and attention span. Additionally, multitasking can cause stress and burnout. When we're constantly switching between tasks, we're putting our brains in a constant state of alertness. This can lead to feelings of being overwhelmed and can decrease our overall motivation. Instead of multitasking, it's best to focus on one task at a time. When we give our full attention to one task, we're more likely to complete it quickly and accurately. We're also more likely to experience a sense of satisfaction when we finish a task, and that can help keep us motivated. So instead of trying to do everything at once, take your time and focus on one thing at a time. You'll be surprised at how much more you can get done. The fifth way to stop wasting your time is to take advantage of opportunities. Opportunities can come in all shapes and sizes. From a chance to meet someone new to a chance to try something you've always wanted to do, the key is to be open to them when they rise. Sometimes opportunities can be scary. For example, asking for a raise at work or auditioning for a play may seem intimidating, but it's important to remember that opportunities like these don't come often. So it's important to take advantage of them when they do rise. It's also important to be prepared. When opportunities come along, this means having the necessary skills and knowledge to take advantage of the opportunity. For example, if you want to start a business, you need to have the necessary skills and knowledge to make it successful. Taking advantage of opportunities is key to making the most of our time on Earth. By being open to new experiences and taking action when the opportunity rises, we can make the most of the time we have. The sixth way to stop wasting your time is to stop worrying about the past. Worrying about the past is a common but ultimately unproductive way of wasting time. It can cause us to dwell on mistakes and failures, which can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and regret. This can be especially true if we feel like we could have done something differently. However, dwelling on the past won't change anything. It won't bring back the time that's been lost. And it won't make the mistakes and failures any less painful. Instead, it's important to accept what has happened and focus on the present moment. By doing this, we can learn from the mistakes and failures of the past and use that knowledge to make better decisions in the future. We can also focus on the positive aspects of the present moment and appreciate all the good things in our lives. Accepting the past and focusing on the present is key to making the most of our time. By doing this, we can avoid wasting time worrying about things we can't control and instead focus on the things we can. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.